Welcome back to the Reserve Podcast. I'm your host, Kurtis G123, with my co-host here, Turkey Johnson on one.
What's up?
You fucking cut me off.
Sorry.
We got a couple things to talk about today. We got some nightly news to talk about.
Got a lot of nightly news to talk about.
After that, we got a little story time. Not like the typical story time.
It's going to be a long story time. Well, not long, but...
Not long, but like in depth.
Yeah.
And if we have time, we'll do a little...
fitness facts.
A little fitness facts.
About posture.
Yeah. A little posture fitness facts. Enough of that shit. Let's get right into it. TJ, take it away with nightly news, huh?
First thing we'll talk about. Joe Biden came to Wisconsin. Here are a couple things to talk about. Joe Biden says U.S. will have more than 600 million coronavirus vaccines doses by the end of July. I'm not sure if that's distributed or just produced.
They've already produced a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still like not out.
Yeah. Because there's still a lot in transit to locations. Another thing, he believed that life in the U.S. may return to normal by next Christmas. I think it might be sooner than that, to be honest. When you think about it, by the time everybody starts getting their vaccines, which sounds like it would be by the beginning of summer towards midsummer, when that starts to happen, that's when I think life will get back to normal.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. God damn.
And plus,
glasses, man.
some the Badgers recently announced that for football they're going to plan on having a full stadium.
Really?
Yeah. They're saying as of right now, no unforeseen circumstances, but yeah. And if that happens, then life will be basically back to normal.
Yeah, I would like to see life going back to normal with mask. No, it'd be nice. I was talking to a colleague at work, and he was like, "When is this mask mandate supposed to stop? March?" And I was like, "I don't know. I don't think so."
Are you talking about for Wisconsin?
Yeah.
It recently got repealed, but then Tony Evers did another one right away, so it didn't matter.
Okay.
And I think that one goes till March, but every time it expires, he just renews it. I think the longest you can do it is 60 days. I don't know, 30 days. Okay, another thing. I didn't get everything, but I just got some of the important points. He promised that schools with classes K through 8th grade will be open 5 days a week within his first 100 days.
Huh?
He promised that all elementary schools and middle schools will be open.
Oh,
5 days.
Fully.
Yeah, 5 days a week, open fully in person.
When?
Within his first 100 days, which ends April 30th.
I don't think so.
So he said within next 2 months.
I can't see it happening. Just with how everything's been, I don't think it's gonna happen.
I'm not even sure how many days are there at right now.
I have
Are they open?
no
I think they're
clue.
open only a couple days, 2 or 3 days a week.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that crazy. I'm just not sure if we'll get to that, to be honest.
I don't think so. I really don't know how long this is gonna last, but I mean, we've adapted to it, right?
Yep. And let's talk about how the snow across the country has affected everybody.
Yeah, holy shit.
Mainly Texas, because they have been getting fucked. Roughly 73% of the U.S. covered in snow, the most widespread coverage in 17 years. And for Texas, 15 million without power. Texas population is almost 30 million, so that's half their population.
Yeah.
And over the last couple of days, they got 3 million homes have power again. The extreme weather has blamed for at least 56 deaths, according to some website.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and that's them just trying to be warm, but they died of the cold. Because it's been getting in the single digits to negative there.
Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah, citizens were told to boil water to drink it because water treatment plants were shut down.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Gee, I didn't know Texas is going through some shit, bro.
Yeah. And
I knew it was bad for them because they don't know how to fucking do anything in the winter.
Yeah. Oh, and also, you see how on videos or memes people are saying oh, fucking houses in Texas are built out of paper and that because you see them all breaking down inside. Well, that's because the pipes are bursting because the water is freezing and it expands and bursts the pipes.
Yeah.
And it fucks up their ceiling and the walls, and that's why everything's falling down.
Yeah.
It's not because it was made poorly.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna want to talk about that, just how the weather itself, not even Texas, even though they've been getting fucked, but just the weather's been insane, man. It's every single week there's just it's looking pretty nice. Today, fucking beautiful day.
Oh, this next week it's gonna be in the low 30s.
Yeah, I heard.
Which is gonna be warm for us now.
I heard high 30s for us, which is nice.
On Tuesday, I think I heard a high of 40 and sunny. So if that does happen, I'm gonna be glad because that's gonna start melting some of the goddamn snow.
Yeah, I don't need no fucking snow anymore. It's
yeah,
bullshit. Yeah, man, it's just been insane how everyone's been getting hit.
It's just insane because usually it's only the north to Midwest, but no, fucking everybody. And it seems except Florida, they seem fine.
Yeah, fuck Florida being all nice and shit. I heard there was I don't know if this is true or anything, but I heard that there was a 7-car pileup when the snow first started hitting Texas.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. People in Texas don't know how to drive in the snow.
Yeah,
they'll be fine.
Hey, get used to it.
Texans are resilient, I hear. Okay, next up, this one you want to talk about gas prices.
Yeah, I got 2 words to explain this right now.
Holy shit!
I am looking at gas prices, right? Driving by, and it's $2.60 almost.
I gotta get gas soon. Fuck.
I know. I'm at a half a tank right now, so I'm good for right now.
I'm almost at a quarter.
Come on, man. it's crazy how before, I don't want to talk, about like getting political, but before, gas prices weren't so bad, and now, Sleepy Joe, we got high ass gas prices. I mean, you were telling me something about the oil and shit. You want to explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, I was looking it up before the podcast, and it just says the crude oil is starting to get more expensive, and some of the oil refineries are shutting down because of COVID and the weather and all that.
Yeah.
So it does play a little bit of a factor into why gas prices are going up.
Yeah.
But also, because Joe Biden shut down that pipeline and some other stuff with oil, it's just getting more and more expensive to transport it. So it's getting more expensive to make gas.
Again, I'm not going to try and get too political here, but God damn it, he made it sound like right when he's going to get into office, man, like all this shit was going to be beautiful, right?
Yeah, and it's starting to seem like he's starting to backtrack on some of the stuff he promised.
Which, I mean, I want to say, just even being political or not, not even trying to be biased, it just, if you're listening to this guy talk and then he just doesn't do what he says, I mean, I guess a lot of presidents do that.
Yeah.
But he made it a big statement. Right when I get into office, this will happen. This will happen. I want to talk about those stimulus checks I was telling you about.
You talk about those real quick.
Yeah, we'll talk about it real quick. So he promised a bunch of people were saying that were Democrats as well, that $2,000 stimulus checks were coming out in the next few weeks, and this was a while ago. This was before he was in office, I think.
So like mid-June.
Yeah, and he was like, we're getting the stimmy checks and fucking
mid-June, mid-January.
Yeah. And they have yet to even talk about it. Actually, I have a buddy on Snapchat who's showing me all the receipts of people saying like, hey, we're gonna get this stimulus check. We're gonna get these stimulus checks, and then we haven't heard of it since. Kind of like backtracking a little bit, not doing what he says. A lot of presidents do that, but he's the president right now, right? So call him out on it a little bit. But that's really it. Is that it for nightly news?
Well, we got one thing you want to talk about. Chris D'Elia.
Oh yeah, Chris D'Elia. He's back, baby.
Back from the dead.
Yeah, the child feeler upper. Not really. I mean, he was,
he was DMing. 16-year-old girls.
Yeah, way before his big fame came out, right? Right before he got big.
Back in 2011, 2012?
I think so. Yeah. So before he was famous, of course, it doesn't make it right.
Yeah, it doesn't excuse what he did.
But it came out about a year ago that he was DMing these females. A lot of shit happened. If you followed any of that comedian stuff, every comedian was heartbroken to hear about that shit because he's such a good guy, good guy. He praises himself on not drinking, not smoking, not doing any drugs, but his downfall is that he has a sex addiction. I actually watched his video that came out last night.
I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, watch it. It's on his YouTube channel. It said it's been a while, and so it's a big apology. 9-minute video of him basically telling what he went through or what he did, like why he did it, blah blah blah. I don't know. It's kind of uncomfortable to watch a little bit just because he admits, I have a sex addiction, Unfortunate. I love that guy as a comedian.
Yeah, I liked him too, and I love watching his podcast. I just got into him right before the whole thing happened.
I did too. I was like, and then he just went away for a while. So hopefully he rebounds from this. I think people may give him a chance, I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's something I'll probably keep up with, let you guys know.
Yeah, one thing I want to say about the whole thing. If any of you have seen the Netflix show, he was on the second season, and his fucking role was a comedian who I think like raped girls.
Yeah.
And was like kind of a child predator too.
Yeah, so they made the correlation of this guy was.
So I made
fit the role
joke saying he took method acting to a whole new level.
Yeah, he was in character for his even before he got the role in 2011. But props to you for actually coming out and fucking saying something, Chris. It's good to see you back, but don't text,
do it.
Just don't text girls,
Yeah,
don't
there's
text
nothing wrong with girls your age.
Yeah, come on now. He's got a wife, dude.
Yeah, he also has a kid.
Yeah, he's got a kid now.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a wife. It might be his girlfriend or fiance. I don't know.
Whatever.
But still. Anyways, I think I said enough for nightly news. All right.
Let's get into story time.
Yeah, so I got a little story time. Like I said, it's not like the usual story time of an actual story. It's kind of how...
summarizing.
Yeah, I want to talk about how we've changed, how life was during high school and how it changed after high school. Just kind of like to see us grow in some different ways.
Yeah.
So I'll go first with this. So yeah, during high school, I'll start out with with freshman year. All right. So freshman year, I was a pretty big, I don't want to say big guy, but I was a big football guy. So I was trying to be in shape for that. I felt pretty good. I had a good group of friends around me and everything. But I don't know what it was about me, but I was kind of a douchebag. I want to say.
I don't really recall that. Well, you did not invite me to that one sleepover that you invite like half of our grade in. And I still am pissed about it to this day.
Talk about holding
Don't make that face. I wasn't invited.
But I wouldn't. Freshman year was all right. It was really mostly about football. I really didn't give a shit about anything else besides football and friends, like you do in high school.
Yeah.
I don't really remember much of sophomore year. Do you?
Yeah, not really.
Sophomore year was kind of a blur. But right, junior year, like I said, I was a big football guy, so I had. Like, dude, I'm going to be starting. I'm going to this is going to be my future, blah, 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 whatever. And then I blew up my knee.
I remember you fucking hobbled over to my house.
Yeah.
And we're all in the hot tub. Me just come out the back porch in crutches.
Yeah.
That was a fun time.
That was a fun time. But after that, I don't know, motivation, determination, all that type of shit kind of just went downhill.
After you blew out your knee?
Yeah. I, for some reason, was like, you know what? God damn it, I don't want to do anything. I'm going to be a lazy piece of shit or whatever, right? After that, it was kind of like for a year after it was even going into senior year. I was just this fucking douche. Like I looked at myself like I didn't really like myself that much. I was a big douchebag. I
don't recall you ever being a douchebag, but then again, I was your friend.
Yeah.
So I guess I might not have seen it then.
Yeah, maybe not. But I've heard from like my buddy Caden. He was like, honestly, back then you weren't like a really fun person to be around. Like
I do remember junior year. What was it? Government? Yeah, that we're in. And every single class, I woke up with a smile on my face and you'd get pissed at me because I was just happy. And I was like, the reason I'm so happy is because I get to have a class with one of my best friends, and we always fucking have a joyous time together, learning about how the government works and how it's flawed.
But yeah, no, see, okay, so like Caden saw it, and I know a lot of people saw it before too. That I was just like not a happy person, Again, it was because I was just this big piece of shit who didn't have any motivation for anything, and but that kind of caved into senior year where I was just like, all right, I want to get out of here. I fucking am sad for no reason. Kind of a douche canoe. That was kind of life of high school for me. Looking back at it, I fucking hate high school.
Really?
Yeah, like just because I know like up here, like shit wasn't fucking going right.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. It was just uncomfortable for me to like think if I could redo high school again, I'd do it completely different. Yeah. I wouldn't join football, to be honest.
From freshman year, you want to join?
I wouldn't have done football. No.
Oh.
I would have got my bread up and saved a bunch of money, being probably in a better position. But also, of course, that's how life is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was life of high school. I wasn't like a complete douche all the time though.
Yeah.
I had friends obviously. After high school, I went into plumbing for MATC prep. So I was doing that, and still I kind of was just this kind of douche canoe. I didn't have any motivation. I was like, you know what? Do I even really want to do this? And I don't know what started it, but it was kind of like abrupt. It was like, yo, I gotta change something, dude.
Yeah.
Like my life is coming up.
Gotta get your bread up, homie.
Yeah. Gotta get my bread up. I look like I was big, bro. Like I was big.
Yeah, you can definitely tell from like sophomore or junior year that you've definitely gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
Like you just used to be like the guy with the gut, with like the sweatshirt just walking around.
Yeah.
Now you're the skinny guy with the t-shirt, flexes muscles everywhere.
Nah, but where was I? Yeah, fucking college was kind of like still on that path, but yeah, like I said, had to change something. I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, I'm this big fat guy. I know Mike told me he still has the fucking video of me trying to do a backflip in high school. Yeah, like see, like there's moments of me like, there's videos of me capturing how like big I was. I'm not talking I was 9,000 pounds.
Yeah, he wasn't a fat guy. He just had a pretty big gut.
Yeah, and you could definitely see that there's just been some change. So right when that started, I even told my family, I was like, hey, look, I'm gonna start cooking for myself. Or actually, no, it started with I'm going to start eating better. I'm going to start eating salads, blah, 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 whatever. I have to change something because not only do I look terrible, but I feel terrible, Like I have no motivation. I don't sleep, I play video games all fucking day. I don't study, I'm a piece of shit.
That's what you did? Or
Yeah.
you do that today?
No, I don't do that today.
Oh.
No.
I still do that today.
Yeah, but I mean, you got your shit figured out though. Like I didn't.
Well, yeah, this is like a year ago though.
Yeah. But yeah, then I just started I was like, you know what? I'm going to say fuck everything right now. I was at a plumbing job. I wasn't a plumber, but I was at a plumbing job. Didn't like it at all, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and make this money for the 1 day a week that I work. And every other day, I'm going to try and get right. So it took me 8 months to get where I wanted to be.
You're at where you want to be, so that's good.
Yeah, it's true. I even posted something on my Snapchat where it was my biggest 215, and then it was down to 175, and I was confident at 175. And then I look at myself now, and I'm like, holy shit, why was I confident at 175, you know? But I guess you do that with yourself over.
What are you at now?
150.
Nice.
Yeah. So
I'm just laughing because I know how much I weigh compared to him.
But yeah, so it was just lifting, like eating right, made me feel a lot better about myself. And so I just started doing things like, you know what, for some reason, you know, I'm not gonna try and make people feel bad for me, you know, because that's what I did, you know. I was talking about how shitty my life was, but really it wasn't. I was a piece of garbage. You know, I got right after that, and now we're to where we are now, where life is fucking extremely amazing, you know. Where it's like I have a routine, I have a future, you know. So what I'm trying to say is that high school can go like a bunch of different ways, dude.
Yeah.
It can go from you peaked in high school, you know.
Which I feel bad for those people.
Yeah. And you're a piece of shit now, you know, or you're a piece of shit in high school, but you grow up to be someone who's actually mature. So,
moral of the story is, high school doesn't mean shit.
No, high school does not mean fucking
All
anything.
it's good for is making fun memories with your friends, but if you don't have friends, whatever. Because at the end of the day, as soon as high school is over, none of that matters anymore.
No, because you got your life ahead of you.
Yeah.
You know, that's the most important thing, you know? There are people that were in my life that made high school why it was like that. You know, there's people that I knew since elementary school that I didn't want to be around. Now that I'm out of high school, I'm not around them anymore.
Yeah. And you don't have to be forcefully going to school.
Yeah. So basically, the moral of the story is if you're watching this and you're in school or high school or you're in a rut, just know that it gets a lot fucking better after.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, do you got like a little story to talk about during high school like that or no?
Not exactly like that, but mainly for me, like in high school, I can already tell from like freshman year to senior year. I was like, at freshman year, I was that kid that always wore like sweatpants and like a sweatshirt, and I had the like binder.
Yeah.
I don't know, I was like one of those kids. I was like that freshman and kind of through sophomore year, and then as I started to realize, I kind of wanted to improve myself. As I look back, I didn't really like the way I dressed, and I just overall wanted to improve myself. So throughout high school, you could see that I started to come out of my shell a bit more, like because I started to get funnier, like I started to express myself more, and also I started dressing a lot better and started like taking care of myself.
Yeah, that's one thing too. Like especially now, I take care of myself. Like I try and look good. You know what I mean? Not for anybody, but like for me. You know?
Yeah.
On Valentine's Day, we went out to eat with my girlfriend, and I had these pants on. They're like kind of like chinos, but they're like decent, like nice pants. Right?
Yeah.
And she's like, I was like, do you like them? She's like, yeah, they're just really nice. And I'm like, she's
really nice.
She's like, we're going to a fucking diner. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm just trying to, you know, take care of myself now, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to wait, because I was that kid who wore a sweatshirt and shorts
Yeah.
in December, you know?
Yeah.
So that's not, I think appearance, not for anyone, but for yourself is a lot. It has to do with a lot.
Because I can tell from experience, when you dress better, you feel a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, in middle school, same thing. I wore sweatshirts and all that. But as soon as I started, like, wearing jeans, shorts, like, T-shirt and that, I immediately got more confident in myself.
Yeah.
And also, like, physically, in high school, I was around, like, 215 to 213. And then as soon as I got out of high school, or when I started working out, like, powerlifting and that, I dropped down to, like, around 200. Yeah. And that's where I, like, sit now.
Yeah.
And, in high school, like, I got a job, but I only had it for like a year and a half. But for me, it was kind of different than Kurtis' situation, because my dad drilled into my head, like, to save your money. So he just told me to take half my check and put it away. So at the end of high school, I had like $2,500 in my savings account.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah. And then, overall, just took care of myself, started like trying to clean up my acne.
Yeah, I had that big problem too. I still do, but it's, I feel like, that's what I'm saying. High school, for some reason, is difficult to do in high school. For me, at least. I don't know about you.
Yeah. And then I'd say after high school, that's when I started to really become like my own person, because that's when I started to get way more independent. Like, because like before, I like doing stuff with other people, and sometimes I kind of didn't want to do stuff by myself. But now, like today, I can do like basically everything by myself. And yeah, with my money, I'm still saving, still keeping my bread up, as they say. Yeah, and also starting to take care of myself even more because I'm starting to work out again, starting to get back into it, trying to lose some more weight.
Yeah,
So.
and I actually do want to say there was a big point where you looked different in high school. I remember you, like, I think the first 2 years, I don't want to say you were a big boy, but you filled more, and then like at those last 2 years you slimmed down a lot.
Because I was in powerlifting from freshman to junior year, and I'd probably say sophomore or junior year is when I was at like my peak of like lifting, because that was when I was lifting my most.
Yeah.
Because then I was working out almost every day at school, but as soon as I dropped that, I mean, I got a little chunkier, but about a year after I graduated high school, like, which would be a year ago from today, I started working out again.
Yeah.
And then that's why I lost some more weight, and yeah, started getting slimmer.
So yeah, basically, I just wanted to bring that topic up of, like, you know, high school and everything. You get in ruts a lot. Let's not even bring it to high school. Just like a life lesson, you know, like even when you're in ruts, you know for a fact you're gonna get out of them. You gotta know it.
Yeah,
you know?
you gotta have that mindset that you're not gonna be stuck there forever.
Yeah, because if you have that mindset, then you will be stuck there forever. So, yeah, just kind of a little, I guess, motivation story.
Yeah.
If you're feeling a little shitty, working on yourself, not worrying about what other people think. I got made fun of about these new glasses by a lot of people,
Including me.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I think that I look decent.
You do you, brother.
Yeah, so I'm doing me. And if you hate them, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the story time. A little longer. So let's get right into the last segment. Let's do some fitness facts. Huh? So today I want to talk about basically just posture. This is kind of more down the line of when I started really getting serious about, like, everything about
like your health.
About health. Yeah. Dude, fixing your posture can fucking change a lot of how like the way you look.
Yeah.
So like I said, when I was a big boy, I had kind of I was really insecure about my chest. One thing I really hated. That's because I slouched, so I had like titties, you know. Like
yeah, when you sit like that, you're fucking.
Yeah. So I practiced. I caught myself every time that I wasn't sitting up straight. I would pin my shoulders back, drop them down, and like puff my chest out.
Yeah.
And that's what I still do. I catch myself sometimes. I'll be doing it, like right now I'm slouching, and then I'll try and catch myself and put myself up, you know. That can change a lot. It can change a lot. It can make your chest look bigger. It can make your stomach look a lot smaller than it, you know. It does. It brings in like all that that fat, you know, that you think you have, but it's just because the skin has been getting so used to just sitting the way like this, you know. That's one little thing that's actually helped my confidence a lot. Think about it. It'll change the way you feel about yourself in just like maybe a few weeks. You know, you'll see a difference. I think that's pretty much it for that. You got anything else to talk about? Just not even fitness facts, just anything?
No, not really.
All right. Well, I think that's pretty much it for this podcast. Then it was a little.
Yep.
It was a little more, I guess it's not like serious, but like
it was, yeah, a little bit more serious than the other ones.
Yeah, we gotta have those once in a while.
Yeah, it can't be all fucking sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah,
you gotta get down to brass tacks sometimes.
Yeah, and it wasn't like it was like super like depressing. It was just like a little bit motivational.
Something that kind of had to be talked about.
Yeah, especially with the time we're going through right now. Yeah. Dog. People gotta know People gotta know that there's other people out there that are going through something like that.
Yeah.
Too. Hope you guys appreciated that. If you did, do me and him a solid and
smash that like button.
All right, go ahead and do it. All right, subscribe.
Leave a comment. Tell your friends.
Yeah.
Also, check out our Instagram and Twitter.
Yes, sir.
We just got a Twitter.
Yeah, we just got a Twitter. TJ runs Twitter. I run the Instagram. Go ahead and follow both of them.
They should be linked in the description. If not, go find our Instagram, and then we'll link our Twitter to that, and also vice versa. Find our Twitter, you'll find our Instagram.
Yes, sir. It'll be.
Drop a follow.
Yeah, it'll be just a little snippets of episodes or behind the scenes. You know,
stuff like that.
You'll never know what you see on there. It might be things that don't end up happening on here.
Yeah.
You know, you never know. Again, another shout out to our editor, Mike. Doing a great job out there, pal.
Tremendous.
But yeah, it's pretty much it for this episode. So see you guys next week with another dope ass video where we actually waterboard TJ, and that's actually it. We just waterboard you.
Don't talk about this. We're not doing that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
We had to delete all that footage because I nearly died.
Oh, we love you. See ya next week. Later.
Bye.